This is TechNick, and today I have another speed test for you guys, but this time between the OnePlus 8 Pro and the iPhone 11 Pro Max. The OnePlus 8 Pro version that I have comes paired with 12 gigs of RAM, and we also have Qualcomm's latest Snapdragon 865 processing chip under the hood, powered by 7nm plus technology. The iPhone 11 Pro Max comes paired with Apple's A13 Bionic chip. We have 4 gigs of RAM in this one, and we also have 7nm plus technology. We have updated both of the softwares on both devices here. We're going to leave the OnePlus at 120Hz since that's what it can push out, and we're going to put it at QHD Plus to match the similar QHD on the 11 Pro Max over here. We're also going to leave animations off as well as reduce motion on the iPhone. Round 1 is going to be about boot and Face ID. Round 2 will be about initial opening of app speed, and round 3 will be all about RAM management. We're going to be pairing GoPro footage at the bottom left hand corner for accuracy. Guys, this is TechNick, and without further ado, let's go. We're going to start in round 1 here with a simple boot to see which one can get its first points in round 1, which is allocated to the OnePlus 8 Pro, 15 seconds as opposed to the 24 seconds on the 11 Pro Max. When first going into the phone, showing up app icons first is the iPhone 11 Pro Max, getting its first points in round 1 as well. Now we're going to be testing out the optical fingerprint sensor underneath the screen of the OnePlus 8 Pro as opposed to the 3D face unlock on the iPhone 11 Pro Max to see which secure method of unlocking is faster. So far the OnePlus 8 Pro is quicker the first 2 rounds there. Let's see what it can do in the third one, and it gets 3 out of 3 rounds, getting it its second point in round 1. Now when we test out actual facial recognition on both devices, we only have a 2D scanner using the camera on the OnePlus 8, and it's strange though, but the iPhone actually gets it faster 1 out of 3 times, getting it its second and final point in round 1. Both match there in round 1. We do have the screen brightnesses on both phones up to the max over there, and we have also closed all the apps in the background. I just checked that now. If the apps open too similarly, it's way too close to call, then I don't allocate a point. If it is just 1 or 2 milliseconds between them, but you can notice the difference between opening something up, then I do allocate the points as well over there. Going into calculate over here, the OnePlus 8 Pro gets it. Now 3 points apiece on both phones over there. Earlier, the iPhone was doing well when it came to the camera app, and going into the phone app, we had the iPhone 11 Pro Max take that point. Going into settings, it was too close to call over there, and next app on the list here is an internet speed test. The Apple iPhone 11 Pro Max takes its 5th point over there when opening up the test, and now we're going to run the test here. We're not looking at download and upload speed over here, but more so how long it actually takes to get through the test. 32 seconds for the OnePlus 8 Pro, and for the iPhone 11 Pro Max, the same 32 seconds. Once again, no points allocated here. If you guys are new to the channel, bottom left hand corner, we have the GoPro footage. Underneath that, a timer countdown to the next round. Bottom right corner, if we are at real time or sped up time. Spotify opened up quicker on the OnePlus, and the iPhone 11 Pro Max opened up Adobe Photoshop slightly quicker, though the OnePlus 8 Pro went into the actual photo quicker there. Now just 1 point behind that of the 11 Pro Max. We're going to go ahead and export a photo over here, and the OnePlus, if you saw at the bottom over there, it said your photo is saved to gallery slightly quicker than the iPhone said it at the top of the screen, getting it its 6th point. Now it's 7th point when going into Adobe Rush. Opening up the project though, goes to the 11 Pro Max with 7 points apiece now. It is a dead even tie. Now we're going to compress a 4K 25 frames per second clip down to 1080p, match the frame rate to 25 frames per second, and export using NVMe on the iPhone as opposed to UFS 3 on the OnePlus, and it shows 7 seconds for the iPhone, ridiculously fast, and 15 seconds on the 8 Pro, meaning that the iPhone 11 Pro Max is double the time when it comes to NVMe, which is great, and now has picked up its 9th point. Going into Astral VPN was quicker on the iPhone, though the OnePlus actually turned it on slightly quicker. It looked like the iPhone turned it on quicker, but it still had a loading symbol in the middle of the screen with the screen dimmed over there. The OnePlus did indeed turn it on faster there. Going into Facebook, OnePlus took that, but the iPhone took Instagram, making it 1 point ahead of the OnePlus now so far with 10 points, and once again, even Stevens here after opening up Twitter, where the OnePlus 8 Pro grabbed that point. Next app on the table here is YouTube. Let's see which one can show the feed first, and that is indeed allocated to the OnePlus 8 Pro with now 1 point ahead of the 11 Pro Max. Very, very close test over here, guys, and now we're going to go into my profile to see which one opens that up quicker, and it is once again allocated to the 8 Pro, making it 12 points as opposed to 10 on the iPhone. Now 13 points since it has started showing the clip of the video and loading the page when going into a video slightly quicker quicker than that of the 11 Pro Max. Next app that we have here is Netflix. Now, showing the profile pages here is allocated to the OnePlus 8, though the iPhone has a strange animation when it comes to Netflix, and we also went into my profile quicker on the OnePlus as well, now pulling away 6 points ahead of the iPhone 11 Pro Max with 16 points as opposed to 10 on the iPhone. Going into our first game over here, Subway Surfers, the 11 Pro Max takes that point, making it just 5 points behind that of the OnePlus so far, with 11 points there. Going into our next game, which is indeed flip diving, the OnePlus 8 Pro takes that point, making it now again 6 points ahead of the iPhone with 17 points as opposed to 11. Next app on the board here is Temple Run 2. I'm going to speed it up quite a bit because it takes a while to load, but the iPhone comes in last in this app. The OnePlus 8 Pro takes its 18th points over there. Last app on the board here is PUBG Mobile. I'm sure most of you guys play it. I personally love the game, but it does have very long loading times when first going into it. So I'm going to speed it up a little bit over here. 9 seconds for the 11 Pro Max. I've never seen it so fast before. 14 seconds is pretty average for the OnePlus 8 Pro. Most phones do it in around that time. Getting the iPhone its 12th and final points in round 2. 6 points behind that of the OnePlus. Round 3 is all about RAM management. 4 gigs of RAM on the iPhone as opposed to 12 on the OnePlus over here, though they shouldn't have problems keeping 20 apps open over here, but the OnePlus 8 Pro has kept 5 apps open now, where the iPhone 11 Pro Max didn't keep either of those 5 apps open. But if they kept them open together, then I don't allocate a point, and if they kill them together, I don't allocate a point either. Going into Chrome here, surprisingly, the iPhone kept that one open, and the rest of the apps, both of them kept open, making round 3 5 points for the OnePlus and 1 point for the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Total points here 25 for the OnePlus 8 Pro as opposed to 15, 10 points more for the OnePlus. If we just take speed into consideration, round 2 we got 18 for the 8 Pro and we got 12 for the 11 Pro Max. Very interesting test here, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you have yet to do so. This is TechNick, and I'll see you in the next one.